All right, Leland, more now on the huge week in Washington, D.C. Lawmakers have been taking sides after former FBI Director James Comey testified publicly on Thursday. We heard from Congressman Garamendi from California. Let's get reaction from the other side of the aisle. Joining me now, Tennessee Congresswoman Marsha Blackburn. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yes, good to be with you. Thank you.
So we heard Congressman Garamendi say a couple of things. First and foremost, an awful lot of smoke this week that Americans want answers, and he said really what he felt was that the president was efforting to turn off the investigation. I want to get your reaction to that, not only to his words saying the president was efforting to turn off the investigation, which was his words, but also when you went home to your constituents just last week, is this what people want to be talking about? Is this what Americans want to know more about and learn more about?
Right. Well, first of all, I will tell you, with my constituents, even those that were in D.C. this week for family vacations, very few people mentioned the Comey testimony and the situations, Russia, things of that nature. They're talking about jobs, economic development, getting rid of the Affordable Care Act, and putting the focus on how we grow the economy and get things moving again. That's what they want to see done. And when it comes to the testimony yesterday, I think that it was very clear that there was not a request from Mr. Trump to turn the investigation off, if you will. I do believe that as you listened to Director Comey, what you heard was someone who contradicted themselves a little bit when it came to the timeline with when he sent the memo, how he used that memo, why he did. The curiosity that arose was the conversation with former Attorney General Lynch and the fact that she made a direct request to not refer to the investigation as an investigation or criminal investigation, but as a matter.
Okay, so we didn't hear the president respond on Thursday. We heard the president come out pretty strongly on Friday. Were you pleased with that response? Is that what you wanted to hear from the administration as far as him responding to former FBI Director James Comey on Thursday?
I think that what the president did was to make it clear that if he is needed to provide clarity, he will do so. And he disagrees with Mr. Comey's recollection of their conversations. And, you know, we're into a he said. And I think what we all want to know is what transpired between the two of them. I think we also want to know what has happened with Russia. And I've got to tell you, Elizabeth, I find it so interesting that finally, after decades of the Russians meddling in our business, finally people are saying, oh, there is an issue with Russia. Russia has not wished us well for decades. We have all known that. Right. Putin is a bad actor. So I am pleased. Yes, and you know, now.
Yes, with bipartisan support.
That's right.
I do want to get, if I may, I do want to interrupt you because it also was a big week. We heard the president speak on Thursday, in fact, during this testimony at the Faith and Freedom Coalition conference. I want to play a quick bite from that. Obviously, you participated as well, so I want to get your reaction. Take a listen.
We know that the truth will prevail, that God's glorious wisdom will shine through, and that the good and decent people of this country will get the change they voted for and that they so richly deserve.
If I'm not mistaken, the president has actually participated. This is his fifth year annually. I want to get your reaction from the conference this year. It's still going on today. What principles, what goals do you want to accomplish? And also the movement, the evangelical movement that really just continues to grow. We've seen this organization and this coalition grow in just a few short years.
You're exactly right. The coalition is growing, and it is grassroots leaders who choose to come to Washington and really get armed with the facts. And as I spoke to them, I was delighted with the way they were taking notes and they were engaged and the room was packed and they were seeking that information. I really appreciated the president's remarks and his commitment to deliver on the change that the American people voted for this year. It wasn't a partisan. It was something that said, this is what people, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, these are the things you wanted to see done, and this is what I'm going to deliver as your president.
Okay, well, Congressman Blackburn, thank you so much for joining us. We really much appreciate it. Thank you and have a great day.
Good to be with you. Thank you.